Alright, I'm going to take you through how to do um, your surreal video project from beginning to end. Okay, starting inside of Photoshop, I'm going to make sure that this is the right size. So I'm going to go to File, or Images, Image Size, and then make sure the width is a reasonable size. So I do 2190. You could also do 1920. Okay, and click OK. So after I've done that, I'm going to save it as surreal and then add video to the end and just save it to my desktop because I'm going to use that one for the video that I'm going to make. Okay. Now I open up After Effects, and you can go to the lower left-hand corner and type in After in the search, and then you come up with After Effects, Adobe After Effects. I'm going to make a new composition, call it surreal, and just leave all this and click OK. Now I'm going to import my video, or actually my Photoshop file. And this is a little tricky. I start by going to File, Import, and File. Now I'm going to look for my project, and I remember I called it surreal video, .psd. And it's right here. Okay. Now down here it says Format Photoshop Import As, and I want to change it from Footage to Composition Retain Layer Size. And click OK. And this is important. You gotta import as Composition Retain Layer Size, and then open. Now you're going to get this second window that pops up here. Import Kind. Make sure it says Composition Retain Layer Size, and then OK. Now inside of the stage area here, I'm going to rebuild my project. So I'm going to go to this folder icon and open up, and it has all of my layers. Okay, so here's my project here, and I'm going to rebuild my project. So I'm going to drag Group 1 down into the timeline right here. Okay, you see it pops up there. And then this dogfish, I'm going to drag it right there. And let's see. If I click through these layers, some of them are duplicates of layers that I have in the group one. There's that zipper and this guy. Okay. And so I'm going to reposition these clips in here so that they look right. So this dogfish, and that dogfish was behind the head like that. And then it was also green. And so if I click through these layers, I find my kind of green layer, and I can put that on top. But then it turns everything green. Down here on toggles, switches, and modes, if you've done this, you can actually click this and you have your blending modes here. And that was, instead of normal, it was color or something like that. Maybe multiply. Yeah. So just like that. Okay, so now I've rebuilt my project by putting the layers inside of my After Effects composition. Okay, now I'm going to go get that green screen footage. I'm going to go to Computer, go to THS, Assignment Pickup, Art, and I'm going to leave it in the New Tech Pickup. That's where I'm going to have all of your video files. But for right now, I'm just going to use a trial one, which is under green screen. I'm going to just drag that to the desktop here. And it's going to be a few minutes to import it. I have the green screen footage on my desktop here, and I'm going to bring it into After Effects. So inside of After Effects, I go to File, Import, and File. And I look for that green screen footage right there. I'm going to take the green screen footage, bring it down into my timeline here, and I'm just going to slide it down. There we go. Get Andre in there. Okay. Now I need to use a couple of effects to cut out the green screen and make him look like he's part of the action here. The first thing I need to do is click on this pen tool up at the top. I'm going to stay inside the green screen and click point by point by point and just go around just inside of the green screen. Point and point. Okay? And that's what's called a garbage mat, and it gets rid of all the extra stuff that we don't need. Now, in the effects and presets area on the right side, I'm going to type in key light, L-I-G-H-T, all one word, key light. And I take this key light and I put it right on top of our green screen footage. Under screen color, I click this eyedropper tool and click on the green. And automatically you see a lot of that green screen go away. I can adjust the screen gain and screen balance until I get a nice clean cutout of the character. And I can move him down by just clicking and dragging. And the neat thing about this is that if I change the layer order, so if I take my green screen footage and I put him down a couple of layers, I can have him look like he's walking behind stuff, like he's actually part of the scene. And that's what I'd really like for you. So that's great. Now I'm going to export this video to turn in or keep however you want. So we're going to go to File and Export, Add to Render Queue. And then once the render queue comes up, it says Output Module. I'm going to click on the yellow letters Lossless. This is going to bring up a window. Under Format, I'm going to change it from AVI to H.264. Alright, excellent. The audio output, you don't have to worry about that. I'll do it just for fun. And then Output 2, it says Not Yet Specified, and I click on the yellow letters. And I want to go to the desktop, and I'll call it Surreal Video or something. Okay? Make sure it's going to the desktop, click Save. Save. And then this render button all the way on the right side, click that. And then it's going to go through and render my project. And then when it gets to the end, I'll go ahead and turn this video file in on Google. And that's it.